Good river. Good boy. Good, you guys. Keep coming. Oh, this is a slog. Good, you guys. Where's Alfie? Where's Alfie? Here he comes. Good puppies. Good. Welcome back, River Boy. And a few of you have been away. A few. Right, hopefully we get at least someone pop up and then we know we're up. We can do the intro. Here's our view. Here's our office for the day. Can you hear the gorse crackling in the sun? Just drying out all the little pods. I'll just show you before we go live. Oh, someone is up with us. There's these little sort of furry pods where the gorse would flower and then turn into little seed pods, and then they explode in the sun in the heat, and they pop and scatter the seeds far and wide. If I'd be quiet just for a second, you can hear it. There we go. But we're not here to talk about gorse seeds, unfortunately, perhaps. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome along to Crighton Pet Services virtual dog walk. I'm Stephen Crighton. You join me and my 8 dogs on Monday the 28th of July, middle of the school holidays. This is a kid-friendly video. So if you want the kids to be in front of it, there will be no naughty language or anything that's inappropriate. We will talk about how dogs work together in the capacity that you see in front of you. So different dogs from different households. Sometimes that comes with their charms and sometimes it comes with their challenges. But we'll talk about all of these things and a bit more as we go around. Chip, Ruby, never mind rolling there. Thank you very much. Thank you. So welcome along. Hobson, I want to pet those dogs. Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? If you want to do that, Hobson, you need to come to Edinburgh, which is where we are, in Scotland. And in case you just joined us, let me get to where Edith is and show you our playground for the day. So while we're live, we're going to operate in this sort of bit that you can see here in front of us. But down below, there is a valley, and this is facing north into Edinburgh. That is Arthur's Seat, an extinct or dormant volcano. I need to actually do a wee bit of reading on that, and I talk about it every day. I don't know what it is. I should really probably be factually correct on what the language I'm using, but good morning everyone. Welcome along to our little session. Daniel, it's been a long time. Thanks for tuning in. How are you? Hope New Zealand is treating you well. It's kind of winter over there for you guys just now. This is our summer. This is we're right in the midst of it. It's what are we talking about? Probably 17 degrees this morning, and it's a little bit humid, so it's quite warm, pleasant. I've got shorts and t-shirt on. I know that some people from around the globe hear these temperatures and think, how on earth can you wear shorts and t-shirt in that kind of heat or cold? But it's this is in Scotland, this is what we would call tapsaf, which basically means it's hot enough and sunny enough to take your t-shirt off, which I will not be doing. Maybe if we get 100 likes, and that's what the audience want, but I think you want to see the dogs, right? You don't want to see me with my top off. 100 degrees in Florida. Funnily enough, Florida came to mind when I was just talking about the temperature, because somebody was saying, I saw a TikTok this morning of somebody in Edinburgh, and they were saying it was like, what would the equivalent temperature be, like 68 here or 70 degrees here, something like that in Fahrenheit. And they were also in a t-shirt, and they were completely perplexed because they couldn't understand how it was a different temperature or a different feeling from how it felt in Florida. So Florida is exactly what I thought of. Exactly what I thought of when I was mentioning that. That's funny. That's quite coincidental, shall we say. Greta Garbage says hi. Hello, what a username. That's phenomenal. What a tag. Right, so welcome along. These are not all my dogs. You may have guessed this already. This is my business. I look after these little puppies. I actually look after 27 dogs altogether during the week. And we've got 8 with us just now. I can see 7. Where's 8th? Chip. Little sausage dog, little dachshund. Little short legs. Easily to get lost. Chip, what are you doing in there? Let us see you. Let us see that beautiful face. Hey, Chippy boy. Don't you get jealous, guys. Don't you get jealous. Don't you get jealous. So we've got 8 of the 27 out. You may also notice something. The eagle-eyed amongst the chat might have noticed something. They're all about the same size. Roughly. Edith is probably the biggest. And but not by much really, to be honest. But we split the dogs by size purposefully. There's a few of these dogs that don't like bigger dogs. There's a few of them that are a little bit reactive around certain breeds, so we tend to just take them out of the equation, and we put all the little guys together. And then my afternoon session is a mixture of all shapes and sizes and abilities and that kind of thing, but the little guys only come out together in the morning. My little nursery group, and they're in fighting form this morning. Fine form this morning. Interestingly enough, Mondays can be tricky, because Mondays are quite it's an interesting point of view from the point of view of looking after someone else's dog. I'm sure nurseries find this as well, and preschools and things like that. So Mondays, you know, during the week you have a great routine with the dogs. We do certain things really rigorously, really structured. And then at the weekends, when I don't necessarily work, I occasionally work, but I don't work all the time. The owners obviously don't, there's not as much of a need, because most people work during the week and not at the weekends. And so what we tend to find on Mondays is some of the dogs are exhausted because they've been climbing up Munros, which are mountain ranges here in Scotland, or hills. Are Munros hills or mountains? I'm not sure. Anyway, you get the idea. Some of them have been hiking, and some of them have been sofa surfing, and everything in between. And so they come with very different ranges of attitude on a Monday morning. And usually our Monday morning sessions are the ones that take, we do the biggest session of the week, usually on a Monday, often. But in the summer, because it's so hot, and you can see from the gang, we're really just plodding along, and every now and again they're sitting down and we're just chilling out. So we will probably still do a long set, like our biggest session of the week. But in the summer, it's usually about 30% less than it is in the winter. So, a little fascinating fact for you there. And I measure all that stuff. I've got my Garmin. Each walk is recorded. The owners get GPS route of where we've been. Of course, it retracts my steps and not these guys, but you can probably tell that they're not massively different from what my steps are. Although in the past when we've had trackers on some of the dogs, even although they're so close to us, they still do about double the distance I do, which is really quite interesting. So there we go. Audrey Vaughan, hiya, from Scotland. Hiya, how we doing? Welcome along. Crafty Clark is here. Hello, hello. How are we, everyone? And guys, look at this. I've not even had to talk about this yet, and we've hit a milestone. Thank you. So, some of you will know this. Quite a few of you who are regular viewers who are in the chat know this already. Crafty Clark has already pointed it out. We have got 10 likes. And when we get 10 likes on this stream, for every multiple of 10 that we get, the doggies get a little biscuit. What's this, pups? Look at this. This is from your lovely viewers. This is from the audience. Look. Oh, yes. Oh, we're so happy. We'll start with Neil, who's sitting very patiently. There we go. Chip. Thank you. River. Good boy. Good, Alfie. Oh, thank you. Good, Alfie. You've had. Stanley. Good boy. Ruby. Ruby. Juno. Ruby. Good girl. Oh, Rubes, you dropped it. You dropped it. That's from the beautiful people watching along. Thank you so much. Very happy about this, as I'm sure you can tell. They're after some more. You pinched. We'll talk about that later. Get a bad report. Imagine if that's the worst thing that happens today. She just took a biscuit not in line with in order. That's the worst thing that happens. I'd very happily have that as the worst thing that happens today with the dogs. They say never to work with children and animals, right? So we're always scanning the horizon. I might be showing you the dogs all the time, and sometimes the camera might be off to the side like that and stuff. It's usually because my eyesight is scanning the horizon, making sure there's no other dogs incoming, there's no deer, there's no cyclists, there's no drones. Things that can really put us in a pickle. Edith, thank you. Don't you go with her, buddy. Edith! River, come on. This way. Hey, you made me use the proper recall for you. Yes, you probably deserve that one. Well done, River. You did good as well, but you kind of followed her. We don't want you wandering up onto the road, folks. There we go. She's done 2 naughty things. Wandering off and stealing biscuits. Go and sit in the corner. Go and sit in the corner. Think about what you've done. Hey, think about what you've done. Can't be mad. Can't be that mad. Audrey Vaughan. I'm not going to dox myself entirely, but I'm in Edinburgh. There's Arthur's Seat up ahead. So we're not at Arthur's Seat, but we're facing Arthur's Seat. Where are you? Pray tell. Do tell us. We always do our best to kind of try and go to different places each day without announcing where we're going. On the off chance someone sees this and thinks, I really like the look of that puppy. I think they'd look good in my house. And they'd have to come with a full army, mind you, but we don't like setting challenges down for people. So there we go. So we tend not to talk exactly about where we are, but we'll talk about the terrain and a bit of the area. Rear view mirror time. Come on, guys. I think they're a happy bunch. Someone screenshot this and send it to my Instagram or something. That's awesome. That is awesome. River, you're breaking ranks, buddy. Jumping up ahead. What are you doing? Hey. So in addition to hiya, just bring it off the path. There we go. Is it just you, or have you got a dog?
Just, oh, he's coming, yeah.
Oh, he is coming.
Bertie.
Stanley, you come here. Stanley, good boy, good boy. River, you're here. I thought she had a dog. It's a cairn, I'm sure. Ribs, you're kind of creating a traffic jam here. Now, there's no problem with introducing these dogs to this dog. We've no issue at all. And the dog's walking past. Alfie, nothing, nobody. But we don't want it to get separated from Mum, who's obviously on a run, or by the looks of it, on a run. Stanley can just be a little bit interested around dogs that we've not met before, but we do know that dog. But better safe than sorry. Okay, you two. Come on, River. You will just follow her anywhere, won't you? There we go. Crafty Clark is coming to Edinburgh. Oh dear. Oh dear, you're coming out with us. And by coming out, I don't mean coming on a dog walk. I mean, we're going to the pub, right? Good boy, River. Good boy. How are we doing, bud? How are we doing? Yeah, I'll show you again, Arthur's Seat. That's it there. Over to the side here. Really good view of the North Sea. Looking very tropical. It will be absolutely freezing. My brother and I and sister did a trip in the North Sea in February last year. And my oh my, whew, takes it out of you. It really did take it out of us. Basically wrote off a full day just from trying to recover from the temperature shock. But you feel amazing. You feel absolutely fantastic. Sorry guys, it is a bit windy. When we were walking this direction, the opposite direction, obviously my body was muffling out some of the wind, maybe not all of it, but some of it. We're kind of walking directly into it now. I could do this. Does that help? Probably doesn't help much. Are we okay? Everyone good? Oh, Audrey, you've got a beagle. Ruby gets talked about almost every single session that we do because she's on the long line. And you'll know why, having had a beagle. And beagle owners who join our channel, they know why. So why does Ruby not get as much freedom as everyone else? I'll just answer it, and on the off chance that your beagle was the best behaved beagle on the planet. But they have a tendency to get themselves into trouble by taking themselves places that their nose dictates and not necessarily where their brain dictates. And a firm favourite for beagles, this gorse, there won't be many people that stuck around from the very beginning of the stream, but we spoke about this right at the beginning. It's all crackling, can you hear it? I don't know if you can hear it, it's maybe a bit too faint. But it's all the seeds are now bursting in the sun, getting ready for the next season, you know. But anyway, this stuff is literally like barbed wire. You see how spiky it all is, and it's all razor sharp all the way around it. But inside, sort of like deep into the middle of it, is like a hollow canyon, not canyon, but like a hollow sort of place. So it's like a dome of all this barbed wire stuff. And so inside, things like deer, badgers, foxes, rabbits, you name it, they like to nest in there, set up their little dens, set up their little homes and retreats and safe havens. And so our lovely beagle, not bothered about the barbed wire, just sneaks under the same way that the rabbits do, or whatever. Sneaks in and then hides in there for, not necessarily hides, but hunts in there for hours on end. And we've lost her on a few occasions for 2 or 3 hours. I had to phone my afternoon clients and say, you know how you pay me to come and get your dog in the afternoon? Yeah, it's not happening today. Because Ruby has decided to really upset us all. So she's burnt all her bridges, she's had all her chances, she's had all her strikes. I love her to bits, and you'll see she'll just walk with the pack almost all the time. Perfectly. Every now and again I need to go fishing with this long line and drag her the way that we're going, not the way that she wants to go. So I'm amazed that your beagle is always off the lead. Actually, to be fair, Ruby gets off the lead with her owners. It's more so that this is a timed session and I've got another one to follow up with. So it's not anything about her training or her ability. In fact, I'd love nothing more for her to have a bit more freedom. But she's, I can't take the risk of, you know, people rely on me, 27 families rely on me to be able to do what I do. And without us kind of doing it on a timed event, it kind of becomes a bit, you know, people become unreliable, and then people think I'm unreliable and things like that. And of course, I really want to just do everything as routine as possible, especially for the dogs, who, as I'm sure you can tell now, are looking a bit knackered. We're a bit tired. River, our youngest puppy, still learning the ropes. Been on holiday for the last couple of weeks. Doing well though. Doing really well. What a team. What a team. Yeah, the dog on the longer lead, Michael, is Ruby. I was just explaining that 99% of the time she's great, but that 1% of the time she costs me 2 or 3 hours. So I can't run the business that way. So there's 300 days in the year, or just about working wise, 250. We can't have like 2.5 days of Ruby causing me pain and misery. So it's always, as well, when there's more things, it's always on a day that it's like, you know, today it's beautiful, it's bright, the dogs won't really need any cleaning or toweling off, just need the grass seeds brushed out of them. It'll take 10 seconds. But on a day when it's pouring rain, they all need dried, and they all need a bit of TLC, and that'll be the day that she goes missing. We're all out in the rain for an extra hour. I do have my own dog. My own dog is a pointer, German short hair pointer, and in the 27 that I look after, I've got 3 of them, mine and 2 others, and they're great dogs. They're wonderful dogs, but if you're not really that familiar with them, they're kind of like a Dalmatian, or a Vizsla, or a Weimaraner. They're from that kind of same ilk. It's the same sort of size. He often because he's solid liver, so he's kind of the same colouring as Nell here, he's the same brown. He gets mistaken for a chocolate lab about once a day. I don't think he minds. I don't think he minds getting misbred. It's like getting misgendered these days, isn't it? Imagine the dogs took offence. Oh, it's getting a bit windy, isn't it? Will we try and make a run for the shade? Someone let me know how bad this actually is in the chat. Is it too Is it too windy? Or can you persevere? Oh my goodness, look at that, we've hit 20 likes. If you've been here long enough, you maybe know when we get 10 likes or multiples of, the puppies get a little biscuit, courtesy of you guys. That's very kind of us to get up to 20. Right, we'll go Edith first. Can you sit properly? Can you sit properly? Thank you. Good. I mind my fingers. Now, good girl. Juno. Stanley. Good boy. River. River. He's a wee bit unsure. River. Fancy one, bud? No. This is typical. Oh, Edith. I wish I could spin the camera around. Edith has managed to, with her claw, unclip my belt. If this was holding up my trousers, we could have been in for a real problematic couple of minutes while I was trying to stay live streaming and sorted myself out. But I think we're okay. But what is actually happening is that the open treat bag is dispensing treats like a treat gritter. You're getting a right bad report today. I don't know how you managed that. I don't know how you managed to do that. There's still more falling out, but anyway, we can manage. So yeah, so River up at the front here. He's been on holiday for a couple of weeks. He's a bit unsure about the process still. He's had a couple of brilliant little phases of the session, but it's his first day back in 2 weeks, and he had only been with us for 2 weeks before that. So still a bit unsure, a bit unsettled. By the end of this week, you're going to see a different puppy. So make sure you're definitely tuning in. Kelly, sorry I text so fast. Oh, yeah, I've just scrolled back and seen what you're saying. We go live every day round about this time, so if you'd like to see us again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Of course you don't have to. You can just enjoy this while we're here. But if you are enjoying it, it is something a bit different. I think people are a bit fascinated by the questions like, why do they not fight? Why are they not running away? Who's the boss? And we'll answer all these questions as and when they come up. But you can probably tell if you're following along in the little chat, the community that we have around the dogs is incredibly well received. They're well liked. And so why not come back and treat yourself again tomorrow for a little session? If you can't make it live, after we're live, the video gets uploaded as a video to the channel, so you can watch it back at your leisure. Oh, this person is not a fan of dogs. River! River! Or maybe cameras. That's fine. We're just going to stop, just make sure that they are comfortable. And I'll give them a little apology. Alfie, come in. Let's bring it in tight, guys. Good pups. River, River, hang on. You okay? Just completely ignoring me. Let's just keep moving. Right, here comes another dog walker. We're going to sign off for this session. I think I'm going to have a little chat with Stu in here and his team. Stanley, you want to go on a lead? Good boy. Good, you guys. Good. Ashton's going a slightly different. We'll just give them a second. He's got slightly bigger dogs. Stanley's not a great fan. And River's a bit unsure about the whole of life, but these are all experiences he has to deal with. So I tell you, I've given you a little shout out to tomorrow's session. Come and join us again on tomorrow's live stream, and we'd love to see you. The Border Terriers in particular are looking pretty keen to see you guys then. If you can make it, great. If not, catch up on the video. Until then, we're going to sign off. Have a great Monday.